That's how it is. Here we go. Hi. Once upon a groove on an old soul tune. I watch the pin move to shape the break loose. Who makes moves, maneuver in the right direction? The rest of you get left behind and messed up in the session. Make a difference, maybe some pocket change. I'm content with.
Are you a meteorologist?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Is that how we met Donnie? Right.
But only 6 p.m. at night.
Yeah. His name is Smooth Sailing with the weather.
Right. Every morning, a.m.
It's a yacht club.
I'm Frosty Burns with
on the hour every 60 minutes. Welcome to Drunkcast Live!
Hey!
Episode 234. Drunkcast Style. It's a lot of numbers way up there.
on the Drunkcast.
Too many numbers.
No, way too high.
Someone should stop it.
I'm Travis.
I'm Dylan.
Podcast that takes place at Don's Depot in Austin, Texas. We like to go to other places, but Don's has been the most habitable, cheapest for sure.
They let us do it here.
And they love us. Yeah, they let us do it.
And they do love us.
No.
We've been told, not by Don, because he will never admit this to us.
Oh, no, of course not. No.
Because we're still, young whippersnappers.
It ain't Christmas either.
But we've been told by Tammy, who really controls through the keys,
That's what
that we are now a part of Don's. Like, us being here on Saturdays is like part of what Don's is. We forced our way into the fabric.
Yes,
Yeah.
just like
Like a stain.
any family member, you know.
She even told some South by execs who were here last Wednesday because they were like, "What's up with the?" And this is our podcast.
Oh,
Guys.
really? I knew that.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. This podcast.
Watch out for hooks.
We take place in Dodge, like I said. We like to talk about the things that have happened over the week. Talk about entertainment, politics, stuff. We put a lot of this stuff on Facebook, and we go to drunkcastlive.com for the episodes. And we go. If you go there, you can sign up to a newsletter. So anything that we don't bring up in the blog, our good friend Chris Lloyd, who is our ombudsman. We'll take the extra stuff, all the superfluous things, really, and put them in a thing where you can see and research more. YouTube clips.
Oh, the cool thing about the newsletter, I read the newsletter the other day. He put stuff in there I forgot we even talked about.
Oh yeah,
That's because we drink.
That's part of it.
Well, he's wonderful. He's wonderful because I'll give him topics and he'll actually listen to the whole episode and say like, "Oh, I like these topics," and put it in. So it really is good for like the
No,
tangential line.
honestly, not even being a shill for the RO and product, which you should subscribe to right away.
Yes.
I was pleasantly entertained by reading it.
Yeah.
Chris does a great job with it. So.
Yeah, I think so too. We do that. And of course, we're on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff at Drunkcast Live. We'd like to do this show with interesting people. We have Adam Waters coming back to the show.
Hello.
A luck beard and dragon.
Yes.
Our dragon and fuck it.
Dragon in Chief.
He's our beard and our luck dragon.
Yes, I am.
He's a
I'm happy to be here. Back in your loving arms.
Professional person with a great eye for artisanship. I guess he loves boutiques.
Artisanal mayo.
Yeah, he loves cheese curds.
Well, that actually is true.
Only if they squeak.
And a great master of lots of things in entertainment as well as art. Great to have you back. But our special. Oh, sorry. What were we going to say? Was it adoration?
I
for
just
me?
said it. I missed you.
No, I missed you too.
Thank you for
That's enough happened.
But
on to the main event.
our special guest is one of my favorite people in the entire world. Very, very funny. I've known her my whole life. It's my sister Kasie.
Hi, how's it going?
We've taken your voice.
Yeah, I've lost my voice. This is going to be a little squeaky, but
No, you can go low if you want to. If it
just
helps.
talk like this.
Yeah, just
okay?
talk like that. Yeah.
I'll
Just
stay.
get close.
Yeah, this is how I normally talk.
Get
so.
Glenn close. To the mic.
Oh, yeah.
My lovely sister moved to Atlanta, so she's actually here in town for kind of the dual birthday thing. Her birthday is later in September, and mine's earlier in September, middle.
Which Dad forgot. but
Which
that's fine.
day? Well, yeah.
He got them switched up again. He's
Oh,
like,
did he?
He's like, your birthday's next weekend, right? I'm like, no, that's
No.
Travis.
Even that's not true. So 13. Yeah, welcome to the show. It's it's great to
Thanks.
just to see you in general, and it's also really great when I don't have to stop the show.
Right, to come over there and talk to me.
Yeah. So it's nice to
Nice
just
to-
we'll just talk back and forth, and these guys.
This was a good
get fun.
compromise.
Yeah, this is what families do. My sister is 13 years younger than I am. Way smarter. And you moved to Atlanta.
Sure.
Well, I'll get to the interview portion of this after I ask you the 3 questions.
Oh, God.
3 questions.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
This is the hard part.
I've been thinking about them for a very long time. I actually listened to a lot of your intros.
3 questions.
No, she listens to the intros, not the rest of the show.
No, I didn't. I tried to just check. I had limited time to make sure
Yeah,
that
I get to like 3-4 minutes of you guys, and I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
Your show sucks.
It's awful.
I'm actually only going to be here for those 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to just go
Then
sit
you're
back
gonna
over there with my
It's
friends.
over. we're
Sorry.
already 4.5 minutes in. So
Sorry, your mom's pretty liquored up. She'll probably jump in here. In a minute.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, she'll probably squeeze away.
Stay.
So What we're saying is we need
Tag
you.
team.
All right, so you have 3 questions here.
Might be more entertaining.
First question is, what are you drinking?
Lone Star.
Okay. Is it Lone Star because you're back here?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always.
Did you drink Lone Star when you were living in Austin?
Yeah.
Or when you were
Mainly,
living
like,
in
it was the cheapest beer at festivals, so
Yeah. Yeah.
we drank it a lot then. But it's nice to have it back.
King of it.
Is
So
there
I
a regional equivalent in Atlanta?
Yeah, that was my follow-up.
That's not question 2, though.
Atlanta has a lot of,
That's why I
like,
checked.
we have a lot of breweries in Atlanta, though. There's, like, a good handful of them, so
But there's no Lone Star equivalent?
no.
Like,
They're a little bit better.
Pabst or Miller Lite or something? Or?
So you're saying that when you don't have Lone Star, you go to high quality.
Yeah.
Oh.
You went straight to microbreweries.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
That's a correct answer.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but I get those-
2.
Oh, that was a nice.
What's your spirit animal?
Okay.
Did you lose sleep over this answer?
I
Like,
did.
Is it the
Really?
Eagles?
I thought so. Yeah. I had to think long and hard about it, and I'm still not even satisfied with my answer. But
we can't be.
I might come back later and have y'all just squeeze it in and be like, "All right, so she changed her
Nope.
mind."
We'll put it in the newsletter.
We never changed it yet. We never edit that
I couldn't
out.
even think of all the animals, and that was driving me nuts. And then
Well, what's the answer?
I went with octopus because I have really long
Nice.
arms
That's a
and
good
I
choo-
blend
good
in
choice.
really well. So
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you're
that's true.
snuggly.
You are an excellent snuggler and
Yeah.
swimmer.
yeah,
Which actually, to be
And
Oh,
they're very
see?
smart animals.
to be a
Yeah.
good swimmer, you have to be a good snuggler too. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, is that
otters are excellent swimmers.
didn't know that translated.
And
Cats
they
are awful
snuggly
swimmers.
AF.
You know? They don't really cuddle. They just
No, I
kinda
probably
like,
should have gone
sit
with
on
cat.
Yeah,
Mom
sit
says cat all the time. She says I'm a cat because I only like a little bit of love every once in a while when it's on my terms.
Who does?
Mom.
Oh, mom does.
That's what Mom
Same
said
is
that
true
it
for
wasn't about me.
octopi.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I know, like,
Right? I'm sure octopuses they don't want.
I like
That
octopus.
much.
That's good. I accept that.
Yeah, that's an excellent.
We,
answer.
we like that
It's either
one.
chicken, but
No, octopus.
Okay.
Delicious.
All right, the third question. You know enough about the third question to be stressed
yeah.
out about it, but you know.
Yeah,
something
I've been
unique to you.
super stressed out about it. I stressed out about the one that I knew was going to be a question, and now I don't have any idea.
Okay.
And
Okay. This will be
be
easy. I think it's
fascinating.
pretty simple.
How much time do I have to answer and think about it?
Do
Do I get to phone a friend?
like 2 seconds? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's no problem.
Okay.
It's no problem.
So just first thing that pops in my head.
Yeah, just the first thing that pops in your head. What's your preference for margaritas? Do you want to put stuff in them, or do you want them as they come? Like, do you put droppers or shots in a margarita?
I'll put Grand Marnier in a margarita, but mainly I like the sour of a margarita, so I'll keep it pretty simple with lime, salt.
See how
always.
easy that was? Excellent.
that was
Excellent.
good.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Margaritas, I know. That's fine.
My bailiwick.
Yeah,
I don't approve of this shit at all, guys.
What is
Pub
happening?
crawler coming up the street.
yeah. For
That's
people,
the second one I've seen.
for people who don't know, that's a 6th I think we've seen since
Oh,
we've been
for
here.
Yeah.
Pub
Today?
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
Today,
Yes,
yeah.
we said that. Pub crawler is a thing that happens
nice
in
weather,
Austin.
so-
There's a
Seems
lot
like a
of
lot of work
places
to
that do
drink.
this kind of thing, but the pub crawler for Austin is very, I guess, whatever.
Oh, the game just ended, didn't it?
It's a large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a large
Yeah, I
tandem bicycle. That's up to 11 people. Only 10 of them are actually bicycling or pedaling.
Right? Because some people sit like on the tires.
Yeah,
Or
some
like-
of them do. Yeah. Those are the lazy people, or
Yeah.
like the ones that someone else is paying for.
Or they have like a broken foot or something.
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
Lame excuse.
Anything's
Yeah.
possible, but it's very expensive and not worth it. But it's a beautiful day for it. So.
It is, for once, we actually have nice weather here.
Yep.
So,
Thanks,
Yeah.
hurricanes.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, seriously, it helps every time.
it does.
Hurricanes?
Yeah.
As long as they don't
We
hit
actually,
us.
I felt really bad because while Houston was getting so much rain, Atlanta actually started getting really nice weather. And I'm like, oh, it feels great here, but I'm
So
sorry.
much,
to y'all.
yeah. Every time Louisiana
about-
gets destroyed, it's just like, oh man, the summer's gone.
By Wednesday or Thursday, Atlanta's going to get there, sure. So
Yeah.
it's fine. You're making up for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then a week after that, and a week after that.
Mm-hmm. And another way, it's still Atlanta, so yeah.
Sure.
But-
So give us a little bit of your backstory. I mean, we're both from Pearland, so I know about that.
Yeah.
This is not for me. This is for
No.
our thousands of listeners,
No.
hundreds of listeners, for the 4 of us.
Shout out to myself for
Yeah.
listening later.
Yeah, yeah. Remembering what you said,
Yeah.
figuring out if you lied or not. So you moved to Atlanta
Yep.
after finishing school,
Yep.
and you like Atlanta?
I love Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah.
Atlanta's a pretty cool place.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of things to do. I live, in a good central location, kind of in the perimeter. So,
Where all the things are.
yeah, next to a really big park and the Beltline, which is kind of just a big walking trail.
Cool.
It's going
Has
to
a
be
bunch of
connected,
bars
eventually,
and
right?
food places along it, so it's not bad at all.
It's pretty neat, actually.
It's huge. It's going to go
Yeah.
all the way around the city when it's finally done, but they've only done like the east side portion, and and the big park that always has a festival going on. There's actually like a lantern festival happening right now. A couple of weekends there's going to be a music festival, and it's going to drive me
Frisbee
insane.
golf courses.
Yeah. A lot of picnics, a lot of soccer.
We're familiar with the sensation.
Great popsicle stands, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I saw that like my favorite one
wait,
got
really?
really bad health reviews, so I don't know how I feel
How
about
do you
that.
make a
How do you make a popsicle? I mean, don't ask that question.
no?
How do you charge $3 for a popsicle?
Oh,
That's
that's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's-
flavored water.
that will get you stabbed.
They're good flavors, but
I call it capitalism myself.
Sure.
We call it the free market.
If you make something stupid and someone buys it, it's not stupid, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's hot. This is cold. You want it? $3.
Shit, I don't know. It's $4 now. I guess I need it.
Oh, robbery! I am so hot.
they even set up a stand next to like the dog parks where they have like dog popsicles. So to get him, I think they were like $3 or $4.
Those are just ice cubes. Right?
Yeah.
Antifreeze ice
Differently.
cubes. Somehow. Yeah. We finally figured out a way to freeze antifreeze, and we feed it to dogs for $3.
Antifreeze my ass.
Yeah, no, that park is beautiful. Like I went up earlier in the year to see you, bring mom for Mom's Day, whatever. Park was really nice. I was so enamored by that big ped path, the loop,
The Beltline?
Yeah, the Beltline. Yeah. Because it is
Probably
like,
my favorite part.
You just like from her apartment, you leave the apartment complex, and you're on the Beltline, and you can just walk to. What's the name
Trader
of the?
Joe's or the Frogs.
Well, Frogs, yeah, of course. We can
Frogs,
walk to
we went
Frogs,
every
who's a
single
Tex-Mex
night.
place in Atlanta that has booze.
Yeah. Tequila, more specifically.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
important,
so mom's happy.
And mom's new best friends.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. She added some guy on Facebook, and
Who works there?
no, it was one of the guys that
Was
was
it-
like showcasing a tequila.
He was a liquor rep, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she talked to him enough times that she was
But they are
somehow
kind of into tequila. So.
liked his tattoo.
Yeah.
She doesn't like anybody's tattoo, so that was just throwing me off. She's like, "Oh, I really like that verse or whatever." He had some kind of big paragraph. I think it's on her Facebook. Maybe it's on his.
It's his profile pic.
I think she messaged him the next day saying, "Hey, it's okay if you delete me." I'm not sure if he actually did
I
that.
understand it was
Had
tequila.
a lot of tequila.
Yeah.
No, the Beltline goes to from your apartment. The Beltline goes to the
Pont
was-
City Market.
Pond City Market.
Yeah.
It was
Which is a
it's an old.
Sears,
It was a Sears, yeah.
big Sears like warehouse that they've gentrified
They've
into.
converted into.
Yeah.
They gentrified it so great, and it's like it's just a mall now,
Yeah.
and there's apartments on top, like condos on top, and it was really delightful. Like, and actually,
It's so nice.
The walk you go up actually goes up to where the trains used to take the people from Sears who were working at Sears Roebuck or whatever, and it walks. So you walk up the path, and you go right into this thing, and it's like a big elevator that goes to the top. Where there's a carnival at the top. And
Yeah.
like-
Wow.
yeah,
Beer
yeah.
garden.
Yeah, beer garden.
And there's like a putt-putt golf place up there and like
Yeah.
this weird little, you pull yourself up, it spins around. And
What is that?
yeah, they look like swings, and I thought it was one of those ones that they like swing you out, but it's really you sit on the swing and you kind of hoist yourself up there on like a little pulley, and then you sit up there and you can like see. It's a really nice view from up there of the city.
Sure.
It's fascinating.
Just
Some little games.
You just sit up there.
Yeah, you just sit, take some photos.
Little games like shuffleboard.
I mean,
Shuffleboard.
No, it's a little further down.
It's not a pleasure yacht.
It's not a Norwegian cruise
Or maybe
line.
it is. Right.
All I'm saying is, you can take a free business opportunity.
Yeah,
Can we put some shuffleboard lanes here? And they're like, oh my god.
Shuffleboard when you pull yourself in this.
Not in the swings, but just up in like by the beer garden. You know,
What were you saying?
they could have.
my favorite brewery in Atlanta has a shuffleboard game in it. I'm not that
What
great.
is your favorite brewery in Atlanta?
It's called Monday Night.
Neat.
Monday Night
Okay.
Brewing, and it's all about like ties and
Mondays.
yeah, guys in suits and taking back weekdays. But their whole thing is like
Right.
they have all like
Deep
these
state.
they have like these special tie series
Business
and
drunk.
they're like seasonal beers or clip-on tie series.
Okay.
So it's
You know
like
what?
all about
That's actually pretty cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Right?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Brewery / art installation.
yeah. A lot of street art along the Beltline too.
Yeah,
I really
there's some
enjoy that.
good stuff in Atlanta for street art.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, sharing
And
the
some really weird titty bars.
I can imagine. Oh, like the one with the really old
Yeah.
strippers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Niles.
Yeah.
Tribe
Yeah.
One actually promised if I ever visit Atlanta, he's taking me there.
It was closed
What
when
is
we
it?
went. was like called the Continental or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Constantine.
Something really old
Constellation.
and probably really dirty back in the day, but now just like depressing.
Yeah.
And so of course I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And
You're like, thanks. Is there anything else you can take? My mom and my sister too for the weekend.
that was Cole. It was
Hey, it's Mother's Day. We're going to the titty bar.
There was our friend Cole. It was like going to Atlanta for the first time. Anything I could do with my mom and my sister, and then Cole was like, "Oh, you can go to the Continental or whatever."
What is that?
I'm like, hey, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Mom is cheersing us.
Yeah.
So.
Height.
Throw it up there. There you go.
So, but it was closed for renovation. So maybe for the first time in the 70 years it's been open, we're finally like cleaning out all
Since
the stains.
Reconstruction.
Yeah.
It'll never die. That is a particular fixture of unfortunate American history. That simply must. It must.
It just must, yeah.
I think everyone knows that.
Elon must.
I declare. You never shut me down.
Come on down to the
Side with your family on in the Wawa.
Let's take our first break. We'll come back with more show.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break. Like, damn, what a vibe. Woo! I got my old soul shoes tripping on this deep groove. And the night's through. What a feeling, what a nice mood. A bam, boom, rock. We're here to rock you. It's like, damn, what a vibe. Woo!
Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey!
It is segment 2. It's the Double Deuce. Still hanging with Dylan, still hanging with Adam, still hanging with Kasie Kelldorf.
Hello.
How are you feeling after the first segment? You feeling good?
Feeling better.
Feeling
Yeah,
better?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just us talking.
Yeah.
Just like chatting.
That's all. That's all.
That's it.
It's not like
With
disarming a
mics and
bomb.
headphones in. And
Yeah. There's really no
totally
danger.
same.
So what do you do? What do you keep yourself busy with while you're in Atlanta?
Park
Yeah, the park.
extorting.
I attempt to go
people
outside
for
a lot.
Popsicles.
Yep. You haven't bought a bicycle yet, though.
That's a good question. No, I do the bike share because I'm seeing how many times I actually use the bike
Okay, sure.
That's a good plan.
for a
It's
year.
like
And then I'm like,
instead
all
of-
right, but I'll probably end up getting one. But
It's like instead of buying a boat, you just join like a boat club so
Yeah.
you can have a boat when
Exactly.
you want to,
Yeah.
to boat.
Is that an option?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a bike though. I did that like next door app where like it shows people in your neighborhood and
Oh, yeah,
whatnot,
ne-
and they're always selling bikes. So I'm like, all right, whichever one of you rich people just gets rid of a bike, I'll
Next door.
take it. Thank you.
Next door is
I live in a very nice
really,
city.
really weird next door is like because it always starts off really simple. It's like the post is I have some extra pots for sale, and then like the first comment's like, oh, we like those pots, and the second one's like, Trump's the president, get over it. Like I swear to Christ, even no, honestly, like even in Austin,
I've never
like,
looked at that app.
in Hyde Park, like the comments go faster than anything I've ever seen on YouTube from just being
That's
really
Austin for
benign
you.
to going the closest to Godwin's Law or just people hate each other. That's like that's what happens when you're in a neighborhood and you have anonymity, you
Yeah.
know, like and it's such a bummer because I'm like, oh hey, this sounds like a really good service for
Yeah.
mowing my grass. Oh, he's a cuck, I guess. I can't use him. It's really crazy, man. But great service, you know. Brought to you by
Yeah.
the good people at next
Right.
door.
The service is fine. The
I haven't seen anything
comments,
terrible yet.
the people who use it, not so much.
Yeah.
That's with everything on the internet, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a cesspool. I don't know why people are so shocked by this.
Yeah. Forever.
Me either.
Yeah. Not to depress anyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Love the internet.
Love it. But I'm a cuck, so.
It's your time now. Your time to shine, sir.
According to someone on some service that has comments, you know. It happens.
Yeah, it will happen. It will happen again. Thank God. Thank God.
The vomit comment. I heard you did that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Just a few seconds ago.
I saw video.
Not just
of
2
it.
seconds ago.
Okay. That was pretty cool.
It was.
That was during like the internship that I had, and it was one of the ones that they weren't doing like a. It
Celebrities.
wasn't. It was more of a. It was for fun. So it was like a bunch of different people that had worked in it.
It's like nobody was studying anything.
Yeah, nobody was doing any tests, or it wasn't like a school.
It was just to go float.
It was just a
around
bunch
like,
of people,
Like
yeah.
OK Go did. For
Yeah.
that one.
Ron Howard was not busy that day. So.
Right. So the vomit comet, people don't know, is a plane
Oh.
that's taken up to between the atmospheres at
In the stratosphere.
in the stratosphere and
Yeah.
at the right angle and velocity.
It flies in these specific like parabolas.
Yeah. In order to achieve weightlessness, at least long enough for testing or for vomiting,
Yeah.
because a lot of
Yeah,
vomiting.
uncontrollably vomiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to. I think we had to take a pill. They gave us like a motion sick pill.
Like a Dramamine or like a
Yeah.
a
Or something
super
like.
secret
Yeah. I don't know.
NASA
They had some.
Dramamine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can pass out and float weightlessly and bang around inside an
Blacked out for a little
It
bit.
was
but
just
it was fun.
groupies. Yeah.
Oh, had a blast, I think.
Yeah.
freeze dried Dramamine.
So how many times did you go into weightlessness on that
So
ride?
I think it was. think we did like 40 of
Oh, wow.
like 0G. We did several 0G, and then they ended up doing like 10 of Mars gravity and then 10 moon, and that was pretty cool.
Wow.
And that stuff hits you quick too, so it's like goes up and you're like, all right, you have 25 seconds to float around and have fun, but they like say feet down and you better be in a position that you're not gonna
You're gonna fall on your ass. Yeah.
and then it just presses against you.
Give
'Cause
me
you're-
rules about stuff you can't like float. Like
Yeah. No, I mean you can float, flip, just as long as your feet
Like-
are back the right way.
Like bring pennies or like a cat.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
if any rules.
I
about,
tried to
like-
stick him, my cats in my spacesuit, but it wasn't.
Sure.
Your pat downs are inefficient. Fly, Abraham Lincoln.
Welcome to the horrible prison. How is that cat? Kraken.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's way better than fishes.
Oh yeah.
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 My deaf cat. I think I could not have any other cats that weren't deaf from this point on
Oh, I
because
know.
deaf cat is the way to go.
That was the best thing in the world. Like, so
Like-
for people listening to the show long enough to know
Oh, yeah.
that there was a point when we harbored, when
It's
we
appropriate.
adopted a kitten that we found on the side of the road that we later found out had a bot fly in its throat. It had some spinal damage and it was deaf, and it was really sad, but it was fine and healthy and
Yeah.
got to a point where it
Cute little
went to
black
you.
cat.
But deaf, man, like because Andrew
Deaf
and I
isn't doing it.
we have 2 cats. And the vacuum cleaner goes on, and everything in the house fucking goes crazy, except for that deaf cat. It was like, this is really nice, and they travel very well.
Oh, he
Like,
loves the car.
yeah.
I used to take him with me to go just get fast food because he would just like curl up in the back, sit up in the top, like
Yeah, he doesn't care.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fish, on the other hand, my other cat, so that's Kraken,
Hmm.
is the deaf one because he was a little monster as a child, or as a kitten, not a child.
Sure. Well, feral as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have scars from just trying to stop
I may
him
not be
from.
able to hear,
Yeah.
but he can taste.
But then Fish just is a siren for a good 3 hours. The car ride to Atlanta was an interesting. Just kind of turn the radio up, kind of drown her out. You're not back there. Then she'd pass out for a little while and wake up back in that terror. But she made it. She was fine.
It's good.
She's
mom.
just dramatic.
It's good. To throw some
very
drugs at her
dramatic.
or turn the music up. Yeah. Yeah.
Stuck her in the kennel. See, so he was out and she had to be stuck in the kennel because she wouldn't stay still to save her life. But
Well, Kraken's just fine.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
he slept on top of her, on top of the crate that she was on for quite a while. But he can't hear her scream. So
This is wonderful.
yeah.
Wake up just long enough to be like, everyone's so tense. Meh, whatever. Meow. Sleep.
Tried to give her Benadryl like in her food, but it was like the only time she didn't want to eat.
Or she ate all the food, but the
Yeah.
Benadryl's still there. She's like, I'm on to you.
Now she's learned that if she screams, she can go outside. So she'll just like stand by my balcony door. And because I usually let them out of the balcony, which, fun fact, Kraken fell off my balcony, which is on the 3rd floor. Because it
Right
has
bushes.
very big, it's just like a big wood fence. I don't know what to call those, banister?
Yeah, middle
guardrail.
guardrail. Yeah.
There we go. And it had like an inch of extra floor on the outside of the railing that he liked to walk along, which cats, you're like, it's fine. I'm not going to. I'm a newly at a job, just out of college, so I'm like, I'm not going to pay for it unless I need it, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I didn't put anything up, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting there watching TV late one night, and he's a black cat, and it was dark, and all of a sudden I hear something, and I'm like, oh, crap. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to go downstairs. I got to put pants back on. Like, and you would think that Fish would start screaming. She'd be like, hey, he's gone. But she just keeps looking over the edge. And I'm like, that's a bad sign. So I finally bring her inside, close the door. She's still looking out the window, and I've confirmed he's not in the apartment anymore.
It's just Fish going, huh,
Yeah, she's just like, where'd you go?
weird.
Disappeared into the night. It's fine.
Gravity's strange. Well, I'm glad you're able to get your fucking
Yeah.
your idiot cat back.
Yeah. I quickly put on pants, ran downstairs, and as soon as I got to like the bottom floor and looked over, he's just like walked out and looked at me. He's like, nothing. No scratches, and has no idea what just even happened
Yeah,
because
sure.
he's deaf.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Jeff
he has
got a
some
little-
idea, but he just can't hear it.
He just didn't care.
Yeah.
He just kind of
30 feet fall. Whatever.
Whatever. Cats.
There was a sharp bush underneath it too, so I'm like, so then I found this cute little bamboo sheet,
Yeah. Like a
Nicely
mat
covers
or
it,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
stapled it to it. And
to
with
the
those
cats.
Cat 5
Yes,
staples, yeah. Yeah. Just protected him.
Yeah, that's smarter
Now
than
he
actually
can't
putting
fit
on the
through.
banister. Exactly. Yeah. Just too wide now. It's like what
It
the
was
fuck's
cheaper,
going on? Yeah.
less bamboo.
Yeah. Work smart, not hard. Yeah. So you're in Atlanta. You're in Atlanta because I mean, you want to talk about Anthony? Is he worried about being on the show?
No.
Okay.
Well, probably. Yeah, he's really big on his anonymity online, and he always jokes that Dad and I have ruined that for him because they always post photos and
Lots of pictures. Yeah.
I'm like, I try to keep you in. Like, even if I Snapchat him, it's like his back or his arm. Like, I'm like not trying to. It's not a photo of him. It's just what we're doing. And
Yeah, sure.
there's this mystery person. I actually have more photos probably of like his roommate, and they probably all think I'm like just not even dating Anthony anymore because I'm always with this other guy. I'm like, well, you don't want pictures, so
No, it's right there. It's his elbow. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's right there in the picture.
He's the hand holding that beer that I'm just taking the photos of the beers.
Dating the beer.
Yeah.
But you work in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he going to stay? Are you guys going to stay in Atlanta forever? Do you see yourself?
That's
living there
TBD. We're not sure. He's not even sure what he wants to do after grad school. So we went to high school together. We didn't date in high school. We actually reconnected back here in Austin when I moved to San Marcos, and then he graduated and moved to Georgia for PhD in chemical engineering because it just goes way over my head. But
Sure.
Says the mathematician.
it's a different kind of science.
Different nerd.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
A lot of
Exactly.
subgenres.
Yeah, so, and I was kind of like, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to look for jobs. And the first one that popped up was in Atlanta, and really fun company that as soon as I walked in the door for the interview, I was like, all right.
Yeah, nice.
They told me how much they ate, really. And that was,
what was that again?
We have free food.
they were like, yeah, that was something, it was very strange how many times actually everybody mentioned it during the interview process and during like when I was getting there. They're like, oh yeah, we eat all the time. I'm like, oh.
Constantly.
Okay. Yeah. They're like, holidays, we always get a free meal. Everybody's birthday, there's always something happening. Somebody just brings in random food all the time. And so I've started working out.
Is it just that expensive? Yeah, well, sure.
That's why I'm thinking about a bike.
Yeah. Yeah, because Anthony's a runner, and I don't want to do that shit. Don't tell
It's the
Anthony.
worst, yeah.
No.
Our good friend Donnie likes to get drunk and run on a treadmill, and I was like, "What?
what?
You only did half of that
Literally
right.
the opposite of what
No.
you're supposed to do when
Yeah.
you get drunk.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Don't run toward the spin. That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Your ass is gonna fall over.
Yeah.
I wonder how long he can stay on the treadmill, though.
I'm sure he.
What's his record?
Nobody cares.
Right.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
He's not
I'm
the
sure he's gonna
important
be like, I ran for like 5 miles on that thing. Bullshit, man. You're on there for about 15 seconds. You probably passed out.
That's the thing about treadmills, too, though. You can set it to where it's, you do 10-minute miles, but you really only jump on every once in a while and you trick the treadmill.
Right. You put the cat on
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Just stand there and watch the TV and the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to do that, too. I'm like, I'll just sit here and, watch a nice little 20-minute cartoon and try to focus on that and not focus on the fact that I'm still also walking. And I couldn't even get like 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm just going to sit on my couch.
I hate this. Yeah.
It's hateable. It's a hateable thing.
It is.
It is the worst.
There's.
Yeah.
That's why I really resent people who are like, I just love going for my morning jog. It gives me so much energy.
Right.
I know.
I'm, like,
I'm trying to get
not
there.
one of those guys.
I want to be one of those people.
I
I did the
don't.
half marathon here.
Those are the same people who actually like cilantro to me. Like, I'm never gonna know what the hell they're experiencing.
That's a fair point.
What's in your goddamn brain, damn it?
Yeah. Why doesn't mine have it? What the hell?
It's like, who touched you when and where?
Show me on the doll
Why
why
are you
you
running
like
from it?
cilantro.
Yeah. Who are you running from? Let's get there first. Sit on the couch with me and let's talk about your problem.
Not the couch. Not the couch.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a safe space. Literally.
It was when Uncle Jack touched me.
Look, I'm going to put the office on and we'll talk. For the 17th time.
Don't ignore this bowl of cilantro that's just sitting in front of you.
If you reach for it, I'll slap you.
Yeah.
This is science. You just have to go with it.
Yeah.
Okay? This all has a purpose. All has a purpose.
Not a fan.
Yeah. I don't know much about Atlanta, but I did enjoy the time there.
Oh, yeah.
But I miss you. So.
Yeah. I miss Austin. It's good being back.
Yeah.
It's different. Though I lived in Texas for 24 years, and I was like, what? I'd just like to see something else for a little bit.
in Texas.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Plus, it's really nice to be able to we drove to Asheville, North Carolina, and the amount of time it would take me to drive from Austin to
Yeah,
Houston.
it take 24 years to leave the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to go to other states.
You actually have to
easily.
take out a
Sure.
life
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah.
plan.
Within 8 hours.
Yeah.
So you guys have been traveling to like little road trips, yeah?
Yeah, we go to Asheville a lot just because there's a lot of beer
Asheville's
over there.
nice.
A lot of good craft beers.
I don't know, but okay, craft beers, of course.
Yeah.
Asheville is very pretty.
Is it?
All I've ever done is drink there. Like
it
Wicked
pretty?
Weeds over there.
Beautiful place.
Sour
to
beers, yeah.
drink, yeah. Wicked
Yeah,
Weed.
yes.
Wait, is that the name of a brewery? Or
Yeah,
is it just
so
like,
yeah, Wicked Weed. And then they have the Funkatorium as like their sour portion.
But
I think I have a friend who lives or who actually works for a brewery over there. Hey, God, crap! I need to check on that because they have a seasonal. It's like a very, very specific one they make that tastes like peanut butter and jelly. And like, it was a trip to
No.
Idaho that that I went to.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it's-
drinking beer at the time, but like he had, and it was even warm. And I was like, I got to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
Probably better warm.
Probably, I guess.
Like I feel like I would want to drink it warm. It's one of those kind
It's
of
like
beers.
it
that
definitely
sounds
is
better.
like peanut
'Cause
butter
a-
and jelly of some sort.
A cold peanut butter and jelly would sound weird.
it's like
Unless
when.
it's
Well, no, that's actually kind of a fun thing.
Yeah.
Those Crustables.
Fuck yes.
You eat them frozen?
Yeah.
You just don't have time to thaw.
No, I see no need. It's delicious.
Lost a few teeth in the process, but
It's like a popsicle.
I don't have time for caution.
yeah.
I'm trying to
Your
eat a
teeth
peanut
are-
butter and jelly sandwich.
They have to be super resistant to cold temperatures then too.
Yeah.
Well, that's from a
Sit
different
on it for a
accident. That's
while.
from the
Oh,
radiation.
okay.
The mutation. Yeah.
You're right, right.
I
Is that how you got your superpowers?
All the teeth
or-
I had to replace from losing them to Crustables, they don't feel anything. So it's perfect.
Not real teeth, not real nerves.
That was my long game.
Let's take another break. We'll come back.
Frosty breaks, bitters mix, bitter caps, split bricks, liquid on a pack, get bitter trash. Shit, I got to get.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Hey!
You almost missed it again.
My voice didn't come out all the way.
Sure.
Hey!
So why are you missing your voice again?
You only get 2 shots.
Because I drank last night.
Okay,
Because 6th Street is loud. I'm gonna blame it on that, and not
Sure,
that I yell
sure.
when I get drunk.
sure.
Not
What
the-
what kind of things were you yelling, do you think?
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Can we leave? Yeah,
I'm also gonna blame that smoke machine that was just blowing smoke into my face.
yeah tell us about that. So you went to a place
of-
that had like a dance club-ish kind of thing?
Yeah. It's a wild dance club.
What's it
called?
Highland.
Okay.
It's over on 4th Street, so it's a big, mainly gay bar. That's just a big dance floor with a bunch of lights and
And apparently a smoke machine.
big smoke machines. Yeah, so you're like dancing, all of a sudden you can't see in
Is
front of
it-
your face, so you just clutch
Is
your
it
purse.
a smoke machine or a fog machine? Like a Halloween fog machine.
It
sounds
was
like
a
a smoke
pretty
machine
thick
because-
fog,
Okay.
I guess.
Wow.
Whichever one just shoot. I mean, is there a difference? What's the difference?
One is smoke. That's the result of burning something, usually carbon-based, and the other one is
Then
just
hopefully it was just
a
fog.
liquid.
So I don't know the
fog.
voice. You know, that's
Were your eyes burning?
we're blaming
and
that.
stinging?
I coughed a little bit.
Okay, that's not smoke.
But
That's
that would be.
probably a fog machine.
Yeah, I hope they wouldn't fill it with an actual smoke-filled room.
That'd be really
It's a
funny.
big room to fill with
Like we ran out of fog material, juice.
Start burning stuff.
Right, right,
fog
Put the
juice.
tequila in it.
It's like a vape, right? You just kind of pour
Yeah, there you
go.
pour the stuff in.
right, right, right. And
Actually, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
sure. Just vape.
Vape pure vodka, sure.
Vape Nation.
Yeah, yeah.
Repping.
Like that. Thank you.
Like
Adam.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag, what is it? Or blowing
Not smoke.
clouds? Making clouds? What is the
Whatever. I don't care. I don't like those guys either.
number sign?
Adam is a person who vapes.
I always
for
love
people
that.
who don't know.
I love when you find a vape person that hates like what the
Yeah, I
other
didn't do
vape
it.
people have
Help-
done
they
to the
help- they hate
culture.
they hate
Yeah.
their entire
I
existence.
didn't do it to
yeah.
build a fucking subculture,
Yeah.
man. It's just, come on.
Plus,
Stop
you have the
taking-
beard, man. Like,
I know. It's like, are you in the Austin
Keep
Beard?
digging
No, I'm
yourself.
not in the Austin Beard Club. I know a lot of people there. They're really good people, but I think it's a dumb thing to compete over. All right, it's not my scene.
I had no idea that part of the competition for like the national beard competition was a weight check.
Wait,
How?
what?
Yeah, like I saw a picture of a gentleman holding on who had weights on him, who was holding his entire body weight plus extra metal on, while grabbing a hold of someone's beard just to make sure that it was holding tight.
Like to make sure it was real,
Is he-
or
Not just to make sure it was real, because you can just do a tug, but like literally just the density of the beard and how strong it is.
Yeah.
Like, but he's not like hanging from this, or he's not like tying weights to the beard itself.
No, he's tying weights to himself and then lifting himself off the ground while holding onto another person's
Oh my
beard.
god! So he's literally hanging from it.
He is literally hanging
That
from it,
sounds painful.
There's also a.
Does that not hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
yeah.
There's also a
why you don't do
women's competition.
Beard?
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, it's. I know
That's inclusive.
A lot of the
Yeah.
well,
a lot of the
it's
guys-
Austin.
Feminism.
yeah.
Take that, patriarchy.
Yeah, you won.
A lot of the
That's all we wanted all along,
That's
just
right.
to be in the beard competitions.
I heard.
Now I can start mine.
I heard you can only grow about 80% of a beard, though. So.
Yeah.
well, what they do is they manufacture them. They make them.
No longer
So
the bearded
they
ladies,
do-
the bearded person.
They
Right.
do it up. Anyway, it was
Like
pretty
locks of
fascinating.
love, but-
I know a number of them because like a lot of the derby people are involved with the whole beard scene in town, and a lot of the one of the other clans in Sherwood is the Wild Rovers, and a lot of them are
Well,
part of that clan.
a hint of backstory. I guess just this past weekend there was a beard
Yeah.
competition in town.
The World
Yeah.
Beard Championship. Representatives
Wow.
from 33 different countries.
So was this a regional event or was this like the world
This
champs?
was the world champ.
You sure know a lot about it for not having attended.
Because I know so many people in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, results coming soon, huh?
Yeah, it just happened.
there's some people do some really gross things with their beards, like
Yeah,
eating,
they do.
eating out of it. And
Yeah, they get wacky.
Yeah. Make
does it take a lot of? Oh, they even put the kernel in there. Does it take a lot, like to do all the big, where they stand out to their sides, and does it take a lot of wax? Like, what do you?
Usually.
Is it like hair gel?
It's like beard wax. It's
You just
basically the same
glob it
idea,
on.
but you have to get it, rub it in and then shape it. And
Do you have to
dry.
is that hard to wash out
Yes.
afterwards?
Yes, it is.
like the same kind of stuff you put in dreads. Right?
or mustache wax.
Ugh.
Mustache.
Like when when
Right,
people do the
right.
little curly thing, it's the same basic
Ah,
shit.
gotcha. Just way more though, because there's so much more hair. Yeah,
Big fucking tub of it.
dreads are cool. Or no,
It's
dreads.
not LA looks.
I'm gonna get dreads when I'm 80, probably.
Oh yeah.
Like, sitting out in Huntsville, yeah, just dreads. Hopefully they're white, so I can dye them like pink and purple.
Of course.
That works.
Of course. Yeah.
If Anthony's still there, he's gonna have like the Fu Manchu. And,
Oh, that's his goal.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
racist.
From that Japanese. He's Japanese. He's
Yeah,
got
no.
the
It's,
Asian hair.
half of them is. The other half's racist.
Quarter.
Yeah, okay, quarter. See?
Anthony, I'm sorry for talking about you if you listen to this. Also, I'm trying to run. Okay, I want disclaimer. I'm not hating on running. I'm gonna do it. I promise. Eventually.
Good
Well, that was-
save.
That's
He's
the
gonna
last
listen
segment.
to it later and give me crap for that. So, I just had to-
So you don't want to run, huh?
yeah.
No one
What
listens.
happens when the
I've
NSA's
been actually,
after you?
I've been actually like biking behind him while he goes for his runs.
Yeah, who's the fool in that situation? He's running, you're barely pedaling.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't know, he runs pretty
think
fast, okay?
I think
He's a
you
fast
win
runner.
that one.
Even that fast, One of you is using
The hills are the worst part.
man's greatest invention,
Yes,
and the other one is
Running.
ruining his ruining his joints. So yeah, take that, Anthony.
Yeah.
PhD, my ass.
Oh, actually, I just
You don't
realized.
need knees for that.
Well, you won't have any soon. So, what you got, Trevor?
I was going to go to our inbox because we had a call.
We had a call.
Yeah, a call from our good friend Chris. I mentioned
Anthony.
mentioned at the beginning
He
of
knew.
the show. Chris Lloyd. If I can find it real quick.
Ombudsman's delight.
I really hope it's like a collections agency.
Let's see here. Let's play that message. Play that beautiful bean footage.
Hi, team. Soames, Buds, Chris. Per episode 232 with Jesse Hensley, I can confirm that it is very illegal to take a sword into a bar still in Texas. I think you could walk up and down 6 if you felt like it, but you can't go into a bar with them.
Please post my bail.
I'll put the bill and actually some history on the law. It turns out Texas isn't the first place to make open sword legal. And I'll also include information about ninja schools. That's a very real thing, as it turns out.
Yes, it is.
Hey, I'll probably see you guys later tonight. Have fun. Bye.
That's for our Drunkcast line. The shot line, it's 802-359-7468. He calls in, and like I said at the beginning of the show, he'll listen to the show and he'll basically tell us what we've done wrong, which is fine.
Nice.
We need to fact check her in the first place. But the conversation we had with Jesse Hensley 2 episodes ago was about, Texas now it was legal to open carry swords. Like you can take
Yes.
fantasy weapons.
Why did I move?
All right. Didn't know you had to wait till
Well,
September
technically,
1st.
it was the removal of bladed tools and weapons length restriction.
Right. Right. Because
So
you could
this
have
also
knives
means
of
you
some
could
size,
carry a spear.
So just technicality. We fixed the glitch.
Yeah.
You're saying.
I mean, why can't we open carry fire? Wait, what was it? Why can't we open carry flamethrowers?
because you can't legally buy or manufacture flamethrowers.
I don't
It's a
know.
federal thing.
You can
Hairspray and a lighter.
No, you can legally buy flamethrowers. It's still totally legal. You could buy a lot of weird like fantasy weapons, like
It's all dangerous.
some like like a chain gun, like you need special equipment for. But flamethrowers are completely legal in the United States to purchase. But like,
Right.
you know,
I don't. I just
I don't think
think
you could walk into a bar with them.
Right,
I'm sure.
I
but-
think people are generally against the idea of somebody wandering around with a flamethrower.
Well,
yeah, but they just haven't made federal.
What?
as the tick has taught
Are
us,
you
you don't put
sure?
the best guys on
Yeah,
flamethrowers.
Right.
We should take like a poll.
Yeah,
Well,
Actually,
Okay,
yeah.
we
if,
can do that.
If
We
you're
have-
listening to this, go ahead and
Yeah.
just go to Twitter. Go to @DrunkGuysLive on Twitter and tell us whether or not you think you should be able to walk around with flamethrowers. I think everyone wants to.
I think the big problem with like legit flamethrowers is not so much the device, but rather the fuel that it uses.
What?
Well, I mean, it might be cost prohibitive to use. But
Well, that's what I don't think you can get because that's like a gel.
no, it's legal.
It's a jet.
It is. It's crazy.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to get Chris in on that.
Tune
I
in
don't
next
think
time.
It is.
Tune in next time when we figure out if I'm full of shit.
Man, didn't-
can legally get napalm.
But no, because a friend of ours, because of the lengthening bill or whatever, it's always about lengthening. You know? Women's rights. Anyway,
Texas is feeling like it's having a small dick day.
Right.
Let's take the knife length limit off.
that'll make our dudes feel good. No, but
I could be the ninja I truly am.
no, a friend of mine was like, when can I open carry flamethrowers? And I was like, wait, can you not? Because I remember reading about it, and I went looking for information about it, and maybe it's just old information.
I can't wait for Chris. I have to know.
Go do it, man. Do it. Do
Oh,
it.
you're gonna call him now? Like you should just Google it. That's the faster
But
solution.
no, but in the call he's made, and also in the emailer, which you should subscribe to.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess California has had legal open blade sword carrying for a while.
For a long time, yeah. I mean, they have a really large cosplaying community, so they're
Well,
just like
yeah.
getting back to their constituents.
But yeah, how do you have Comic-Con without legal blade, carrying? Come on. It's tourism dollars. You just throw that out the window if you don't allow blades in the streets.
Yeah. We just had Dragon Con in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
You did?
Did you go?
No, I didn't go.
Yeah.
So
I heard about
Nathan
it too.
Fillion was being a rowdy little number at Dragon Con.
Oh yeah. What happened?
Apparently, he was signing his own autograph to other people's art in like photos and handouts and stuff. And
In their signature? In
yeah,
his?
no, he was just signing his name to other people's stuff, and then posting it all over Facebook.
Yeah, that'll get you in trouble.
There's a picture of him like in front of a thing that says "Don't sign autographs," and he's actually autographing it. So
Okay, yes, you can
he's cute.
legally own flamethrowers in every state but California.
They can't have everything.
The ownership of flamethrowers is an issue that the federal government leaves up to the states. There are no federal laws that reference flamethrowers in any way due to the lack of federal laws and the rarity of flamethrowers. There are relatively few states that choose to regulate them.
So in California, it's probably just an emissions thing, right?
California chose to ban flamethrowers. The punishment for possession of a flamethrower can be as much as 1 year in jail or a fine of around $10,000. California remains the only state that has banned flamethrowers. And
I
while
wonder
they are-
what led to that.
While they are legal in most states, local municipalities they will regulate being able to haul one around based on their weapons policies because it is a weapon.
Okay.
So I don't think you can open carry a flamethrower. Is what I'm saying. Well, you can. I
That's
just
not
think
what
it's probably going to be more trouble than it's worth. Just like carrying swords around
Just-
are.
well, just
which
like
is why you don't
yeah.
see a whole lot of them.
Right.
Because they're fucking annoying.
Because they're super annoying. And there's no benefit to it whatsoever, except for whatever.
Swords?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for just having a sword.
Yeah.
You know, which
Just
is
looking badass,
Yeah,
I guess.
Right.
Or like that character in One Punch Man.
Unless you
right.
unless you happen to have a problem or issue wherein you resolve it with a lot of sword fights.
I mean,
know.
it might fight a lot of catcalling if women carried around swords.
Sure.
yeah.
That's
You
true.
could stay safe on the streets.
Yeah. It's like I would
Maybe I
really
should
catcall
find
that lady.
Yeah.
But she seems to have a pretty classy rapier.
I don't know. Hey, nice rapier, baby. Yeah, I'll rapier. See,
Woof.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
it's too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you might
Yeah.
get stabbed.
Yeah.
Like
Plus, depending on how long
But
it is, you don't
will
have to
not
be
deter me
that
from
close.
catcalling is my point.
It will if she stabs
It'll just
in
make
the
you a little
throat.
bit more clever about it.
Yeah, she's asking for it.
Just
Just like that.
like
She's
that.
setting this pun up for me.
Hey, doll, what's your point? Let's take another break. We'll come back with more show. Bye.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break. Like, damn, what a vibe. Woo! I got my old soul shoes tripping on this deep groove. And the night's new.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Yay!
So last episode, Toe 6.
Hey.
Anything that we missed this week that we want to talk about? I know Adam wanted to talk about the Defenders a little bit, but I know Casey hasn't seen the Defenders.
I
So we
haven't.
can.
The tick is awesome.
You still can. You can talk about all those things. I like spoilers.
You're like, you do like
I'm not
spoilers.
I love spoilers
I
because
actually, what I have to talk about wouldn't spoil anything. The only thing
Oh,
that
good.
spoils the Defenders is the Defenders itself.
Iron Fist.
I've heard
Yeah,
And also,
I have not heard
His existence.
good reviews.
Yeah.
it
I do though. I like spoilers. I don't like. I was watching Game of Thrones and had to look something up as it was happening because I'm like, I'm gonna panic. I can't deal with this much anxiety. I need to know if this is gonna happen or not.
It's
So,
like a dad. I think it's like dad's thing.
Probably,
right?
yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's anxiety, but he's just like,
You know,
yeah, just tell me about it. Who
yeah,
cares?
I'd like to know,
Yeah.
but I don't.
At
I'm
best
not a big
swapping-
surprise fan though. I just don't like surprises.
At best,
Something that goes
swapping the
with it.
weekends of your birthdays. At worst, utterly forgetting them.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anxiety is a hell of a drug, man.
Yeah, no, I guess we don't really have to talk about the Defenders exactly. I mean, we talked about it a bit with Pat Dean last week, too.
I
But,
know, but I wasn't there.
So if you didn't
Yeah.
like it, would you want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, there's
I
lots.
can act like I've seen it.
Because it started off like, okay, I can look past. Okay,
I agree.
All right, and then it goes from okay to completely and utterly frustrating. Listen, Elektra is a ninja and the world's worst girlfriend. That's it.
Yeah.
She's got no superpowers. She would have a rough time getting the likes of Luke Cage to even notice she was flipping out on him.
Right.
Much less be able to knock him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
fucking
motherfucker can take an RPG. She's a stupid ninja and a terrible girlfriend. That's it. She would have just as much luck like any ninja flipping out.
Right, so did she gain any powers coming back as the whatever the black flag, whatever the hell they call
The
it?
Black
Black
Sky.
Sky.
Yeah.
Unexplained.
Cool name.
Okay, so there's no comic precedent that you can refer to that explains that Black Sky
Not that I'm aware of, because honestly,
inherently
like,
gives her more power in some way.
growing up and actually like getting comics regularly, Daredevil was utterly ruined for me by Elektra. I have a deep-seated hatred for that character. She is the most boring shit in the world.
Yeah.
No, fair enough. I'm just trying
She's
to
the
quantify.
quinoa of superheroes.
I'm just trying to qualify. Like, she came back from the dead with this new thing.
Yeah, in the show.
Could that
Yeah.
give her more power? Clearly, it does in the TV show,
Yeah.
but there's no precedent for it anywhere else in the
Right.
DC universe you've ever heard. Marvel universe, rather.
Right.
Maybe it was the
I
DC
mean, the
universe.
only-
That may be the problem.
The only precedent is she had a big long run
Spilled
of being
over.
She just
like
took the wrong turn.
unreasonably popular, and so it's like, sure, you gave her super. It's still Luke fucking Cage. He actually
Yeah.
has superpowers. Like Danny, worthless piece of shit, Danny
Yeah.
Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Like,
So they're introducing an element that doesn't exist anywhere else in the canon of these characters' histories.
Yes.
yeah, man. Honestly,
And it's just kind of dumb.
like honestly, if Iron Fist had started that fight with that old Chinese lady, part of the hand,
Mal.
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
meow.
Yes.
If he just did what he should be doing, and that's leading with Plan A,
Yeah.
glowy fist,
Go with the fist.
like she'd
Hey,
be,
Zordon, tell the
Yeah.
fucking Power Rangers to always use their fucking robot and squash them while they're tiny.
Yeah.
It's so fucking simple. Every single fucking plot narrative that ever happens in
You could actually
anything.
hold down
In anything,
another
yeah.
job other than defending the world against.
Y'all realize that
galactic
makes the
terror.
episodes really short.
yeah.
Makes everything really short.
It
That-
makes,
that's-
makes
it's
them
like
smart.
One
Being
Punch Man.
smart's
That
better
had to
than-
be.
What it
Work smarter, not harder, right?
Yeah.
what it winds up coming down to is it shouldn't exist because it doesn't make any sense.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
If it's going to be that short, it shouldn't exist in the first place. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
fair.
because they forget people's powers when it's convenient,
Especially
or
Jessica Jones.
to generate. But Jessica Jones is the worst part of that, because her series was so fucking good, and the reason why it was so fucking good is because she was up against something that she had a history with,
Yep.
that was very clear. It had metaphorical
Yep.
overlays. She's super strong. She does a bunch of cool shit, but she is utterly defenseless against a brain fuckler.
Yeah.
And that's
David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Tennant.
Yes.
He was so-
Beautiful and creepy.
Right, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, and that and
You can
that
control
ties-
my mind.
That idea.
There were a lot of people who said that, which is very frustrating because it was like, this is sexual abuse, right?
Oh, I mean, it's like Harley Quinn and the Joker, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's our relationship." No,
He's like, no.
it
You
shouldn't
best
be.
hope it isn't.
Yeah.
He drove me crazy into a vat, and then I loved him even more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Typical.
But that it ties in with why the first season of Daredevil was so
Thoughts.
good, because they actually had like a convincing actual bad guy.
Yes,
It
with a
was
backstory,
like-
with a history, with an actual
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
real thing, like a human. He was a human who had
Terrible, terrifying
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah.
Yes,
And circumstance.
And she was
If
so
only.
like when you take her out of that context,
Not
when
that
when you
part.
take her out
bad
of that
timing.
story, the way she's presented in Defenders is she's just like a rude cunt.
Jessica
Yeah.
Jones.
And it's
Well, she's like the-
And-
it's still
and
the
she's-
same actress, right?
She's the
Yeah.
exposition
Who's
devil
just plays
too.
a
Where it's
rude
like
cunt.
she's the she turns into the comic relief, but like in a
She
really
does,
lazy
yeah,
way.
they make her comic, yeah.
Where it's like a thing would happen,
Yeah.
she'd say like basically like she'd tug her collar and say, "Good, get a load of this." Like that's what happened. She ended the like the not punchlines, but just like
Snarky
the
comments.
joke periods at the end, where it's like, "Well, I don't believe any of this, but I guess we're going to do it." Like fuck
Is
you.
she like the robots in Star Wars?
yeah,
Yes.
I decided.
Yeah.
yeah. Only less interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Her
if
comments
you-
aren't that
if-
great.
If you were a viewer watching the
Oh,
Defenders,
that's a
but
horrible idea.
hadn't
She's a
watched-
C-3PO of the Defenders.
Yeah, but
Oh.
if you were a viewer watching the Defenders and you had not watched Jessica Jones, you would not at all enjoy or like or know anything about that character.
or be interested in watching her series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
And-
work.
Never
it doesn't work
understand
as
her
a,
trouble.
as
I
a-
agree with that. I
And
agree with
it's
that.
like, but her series is fucking awesome, and it was so well done, and it made that character so well rounded and so fleshed out, and they just ignored all of it, and
Yeah, Andrew was having her like much needed rest, and I finally defendished Defenders, and immediately after it was finished, I just like
Copyright.
I'm texting Adam and like just so frustrated, just so ugh, but all the dumb stuff going on. I even tried to figure out how fast a person can climb a ladder because that's relevant to the end of that thing, and not very fast. But whatever. Aside from my own commando theory problems, whatever, I immediately started watching Jessica Jones and watched it all the way through just as a palate cleanser because it was just so much fucking better because it was clever, it was interesting.
Oh, so let me post this to you. So
Yeah.
you went to Defenders. When I was watching Defenders, one of the first things I was thinking about was how much I really wanted to watch Jessica Jones again.
Yes.
So you went through the Defenders experience. Let's call it that.
Yeah, the Defenders experience. Yeah,
You went back to Jessica Jones. Was it still as fresh and tight, as nice as it was the first
even
time?
better.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Because
the pacing is more healthy. The characters are more interesting.
It's good to know.
And
Even
they-
the stuff
they
I thought was
really
kind
showed
of
her-
even the stuff that was kind of boring the first time I watched it through, and the second time I watched it through, whatever. This last time was like, oh no, this was it mostly just the pacing and how relevant the character development was actually.
Yeah.
to what it was.
right, it was the one of the reasons it was so well done is because she was very, very aware of what happened.
Yeah.
And very, very aware that she's utterly, like everyone in the world, vulnerable to this guy's terrible powers because they're fucking scary.
Yeah.
And as a character and as a person, worked around it
Yeah.
in clever ways. Like and so you're invested in her, like getting smart about it, and
Casey, are we mansplaining this enough to you right now?
Yeah.
Or-
I think I've got it.
Nerd explaining.
Nerds playing. I like that.
If you watch the Defenders, get like a meth habit or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
smart. Yeah. The snakes are back.
And Snake.
Casey, was there something that happened this week that you wanted to talk about at all? Like anything that happened in the news, history, or the history of the world, or in your church studies, or
Well, last
That's
week at
fair,
Bible
sir.
study.
Last week in
right.
seminary.
Don't let mom hear. No, I've been listening to a lot of NPR on my ways to work, and all
Yep.
I hear is Trump things.
yeah,
So
that's fun.
That's
That's
all.
fun.
Yeah.
You want to expound on that?
Not Trump, it's a hurricane.
Yeah. Well, it's always followed by,
Irma knew.
Obama did this, so Trump's getting rid of it now, and that's great.
Yeah, that's fun.
It feels very healthy.
That's all I ever hear.
Isn't
Like,
it such
this
a weird coincidence that he's only getting rid of the stuff that Obama
Yeah.
put in place? It's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, and a tiger. There was a tiger in Atlanta.
Yeah, do you see that?
The tiger that they had to kill it, like the police had to kill it.
Yeah, they
I
had to kill
did.
it.
Oh.
But Barnum,
course the
like
police had to
Barnum and
kill it.
Bailey, the circus that shut down because they,
Right.
finally.
Because of elephants.
Everybody's surprised, but
Yeah.
they were transporting a tiger, and I guess went through Atlanta, and apparently didn't realize until they reached their
Let
destination.
the tiger learn how to pick locks.
Yeah.
and-
hitched a ride, the other side of the city.
Yeah. Met Large Marge.
Puts a MAGA hat
Wait.
on and like.
No.
He's
I'm
a
not-
Braves fan now.
We're not talking
Flannel
about.
shirt.
We're not talking about Walking Dead here. Stop right now.
All right, yeah, that's a big thing in that city that it happens.
It's funny too because there was
There's a lot of cosplayers for Walking Dead.
one of the articles for the Tiger thing said that the Tiger was on its way to Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
but the way it was written, like the way it reads, was like that they interviewed him first and was like
The Tiger?
Yeah, but it was like
Sounds more like Lost.
Barnum and Bailey are taking him to Memphis, but it's like Tiger was on the way to Memphis. It's like then shot dead. Like that's super fucking rude. It's like get him a cab or
He was
something.
just going to Memphis to sing in the can.
Yeah.
Right.
You just want to go
He
see
was trying to-
Gracelands, man.
Yeah.
Vacation.
He heard there's a
fine
jungle
penny.
room in Graceland. He just wanted to go see it for himself. I'm from the jungle. There's a jungle room.
Yeah.
I got to check this
Yeah.
out.
I want to see what these people
That
think of
big
me.
hotel with all the ducks, I guess, right? That's a thing.
The Gaylord?
Is that where they went?
I don't know.
Is that the
No,
Gaylord?
that's in the Dallas area.
Is it in Memphis?
No. There's
It's in
many,
Memphis.
There's
There's
many,
like a
many
big-
Gaylords, but there's the place with the ducks. That's yeah.
What's the duck hotel?
Peabody.
The
Yes.
Peabody. Okay.
Peabody.
Yeah, sure.
This
yeah.
means nothing. to
Open
me.
bar, man.
Tiger on the way, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Free
Of
breakfast
course I'm
buffet.
going there, man. Free continental breakfast in an open bar. Are you crazy?
Continental
Quackinental.
breakfast.
Yeah, there's something probably better than that, but I'm not going to try it.
That's fine.
Dylan, anything we missed this week?
Well, I have a lot of friends and family in Florida, so
Yeah.
stay safe, everybody.
Yeah, be careful.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I was watching the gas crisis there. Also, the fucking thing from the sheriff from Cook County. You guys see this?
No.
You hear about that? Yeah. This
It
it was a tweet that was sent out for anyone who was in Cook County. The sheriff tweeted out specifically.
I love how, this is happening over Twitter.
Yeah,
Everything official
specifically over
happens
Twitter.
now on
It's
Twitter.
crazy, but like what he said
I'm gonna
was,
start shouting
if you were a
legislation.
person who has a warrant and you go to any of our evacuee shelters, you will be arrested and put in a very safe place like the county jail.
Aw, that's so sweet.
They're going to ID
Free meals.
They're going to ID people who are walking into into
to-
shelters to
keep,
find out if
to
they
keep
have.
child
Well,
predators.
there was a big
away.
thing about that in Houston too. That they had to pause that law that
Yeah,
that
checks.
during routine traffic stops that cops could ask if you where your papers are and whatnot.
Let me just back up a minute. To all my friends and family in Florida, I do care about you. I hope you're safe. But you're also still living in Florida.
Yes.
Move.
You got to take your licks, man.
See, and Atlanta is now getting all the Floridians because they're all,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very strange living in it, like going from a city that evacuates to a city that gets evacuees. They've ruined my drive home, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
stay
cool.
safe.
We're familiar
Sorry.
with the sensation here as well.
No,
Oh right, yeah, I guess because everybody
Not so much
Yeah.
evacuees,
spreads
but
out around.
Californians.
Well, they come this way and they take all our gas or whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. We're running out of time. Casey, where can we find you online? Is there,
Yeah, go to my Twitter at Kasie Kelldorf.
We have
Try to spell that.
we have drinks in front of us. What would you like to toast this week?
Texas barbecue.
Texas barbecue.
Good answer.
Very good.
And happy
Very
birthday
nice.
to both of you.
Yeah, and our birthdays, right?
Bossu days.
Thank you for that. I mean, it's really just all for. I mean, you came into town for this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just here. Like, you literally came to the place. I'm just going to be here anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really fucking great to see you.
It
Thanks.
is
Thanks for
great
having
to
me
see
on.
you.
This is
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
maybe
Next-
I'll visit again.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah. Be on anytime.
Part 2.
I will bump.
Then I'll be a runner.
I will bump.
I'll
any
be like,
comedian who's on the
I went
show.
running 5 o'clock yesterday morning, and
You should run from
I'm
there
a
to
changed
here.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
You're
course.
so right.
yeah like, do Forrest Gump that thing from Atlanta
Yeah.
all the way down here.
Yeah, I
Just
totally,
strap a mic to me, and I'll do the whole podcast while I'm
There you
running.
go. But-
Just run around the block.
so I'm
Added feature.
Makes for great fucking.
totally
radio,
in this
for sure.
relationship.
Clear sound.
totally gonna
You'll hear
end
every
this
breath.
Of course.
Every
yeah.
wheeze.
Yeah. ASMR or whatever.
I'll turn it
right?
away if I have to throw up. But.
Oh, good, good. No, Leave the throw up. People love that
Oh,
shit for
okay,
some
yeah.
reason. They love the splatter of like wet paint on cement. You know.
And they're like, been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the getting kicked in the balls of podcasting.
No.
Yes.
The sound of throw up.
Yes. You know it. You don't want it to happen, but it's still fun.
But you know it's good.
It's, you know, it's gonna happen.
No, it is.
Classic.
Adam, thanks for coming and hanging out with the show.
Thanks. I love you.
I love you too.
Sweet.
Dylan, thanks for helping me run the show.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have said that. I love you.
I love you too.
And then, of course, well, one final shout out to the family
yeah.
and
Of course,
friends
yeah.
in the audience.
My friends that came to sit and
We've got the moms and Cactus Jack.
eat
And,
and talk to my parents. Everybody look at us.
yay, we're cheersing you
Cheers,
guys.
buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I want some cookies.
Yeah, time for cake. Whatever's in the weird
The
bun
cake and
foil
cookies, yeah.
cake that we
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah. If you like the show, you want to know more about the show, you go to drunkcastlive.com. That's drunkcastlive.com. There are ringtones there. Oh, you can go to from there. You can get a newsletter. The newsletter, like I said at the beginning of the show, will give you more information about what we're doing and some other like adjacent stuff. It's pretty fascinating. Questions at drunkcastlive.com. 802-359-7468. 802-359-SHOT. That's a phone number you can call or text. If you text or call and leave a voicemail, then we will answer your call or text like we did in the third segment. We are, like I said, Drunkcast Live. We're at Drunkcast Live on Twitter. We're Drunkcast Live on Facebook as well. Drunkcast Live Pics. It's PICS on Instagram. Still don't have anything else because fuck it. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on, well, actually, you can find us any place where you can get
podcasts.
Any kind of podcast. But I would say please go to iTunes and rate the show because that helps people find the show more often. And maybe they'll enjoy it just as much as you do, or maybe they'll hate it as much as you do, and you'll have something to talk about. Isn't that fun?
People love to hate things.
People love to hate things.
Apparently, except our show. Like, we're the only thing that's not hated on the internet.
Oh, wow. You have no hate
Surely
mail?
somebody hates
Well,
us.
we have no.
You haven't made it yet.
There's no emotion at all about the show.
Oh.
It's just people who like listen to it and go like, I guess I got to do this. Prove me wrong, please, Jesus Christ. Go comment on the show and do anything. You can go to the Facebook, go to Twitter,
Talk
go
shit
to all those
about
places, just say some shit. Yeah, just talk shit.
Christ.
But yeah, you can find us anywhere else. Stitcher. You can find us
It's back.
again YouTube. We have some episodes that come up on YouTube. The MP3s, and then eventually we'll do the videos that we put on Facebook, etc. That's basically it. But that's it. Yeah, I love you so much, and we'll see you next week.
We come to let you know what the deal is.
Content pending.